Yo, I'm him signing in on y'all. Today we're going to do a video on Floyd Mayweather. Yeah, you heard it. Floyd Money Mayweather. You know, Floyd Mayweather, you got to be the richest, miserable person, the first rich, miserable person out of the world have ever seen. You see, Floyd, the world don't like you because of your arrogance. And you use that arrogance to make you rich. The more arrogance you have, the more people want to see you lose. You see, you got rich. All that money you got is from people paying to see you lose. No one never liked you. No one never liked you. They only paid money to see you lose. And, you did a smart, if you really look at it, you did a smart thing to get rich. You kept being more and more arrogant because people paying money to see you lose. But there's going to come an end of the road to all that. And the end of the road to all that is like right now. And while I'm at it, let me announce the worst boxer in history. And let me run the raffle ticket. And the worst boxer goes to Sugar Shane Mosley. You the worst boxer in history. You had Floyd beat. You had this man hanging on for dear life. And you telling me you couldn't finish him. And you let him come back and beat you. You the worst boxer ever. Just want to put that out there. But anyway, yeah, Floyd, yeah. You the miserablest person, rich person that in the world. I mean, like I say, people paid money, people made you rich because they want to see you lose. And even in these exhibition matches that you do now, people pay money because they just want to see you lose. And like I say, you did a smart thing by making yourself arrogant and talking arrogant because people want to see you lose. That's smart. You got rich off of it. But like I say, getting back to what I was saying a while ago, there's an end of the road to that. Right now, you at the end of the road, Floyd. You at the end of the road, and guess what? No one cares anything about you. You rich, but it's not doing you no good because you don't excite nobody with nothing that you got. You do a little video every once in a while. Look at the video. You look like a guy that's very lonely. You look like a guy you don't have no friends. You step out in public, no one asking you for autographs. No one asks you to take pictures. And just think, you living a boring life. You got all that money, but you still bored. You got all that money, but you still miserable. You got all that money, but you still lonely. You see what I'm saying? You don't got no wife. You just don't, it's just as if you here and you don't got nobody care anything about you. Because like I say, when you arrogance, you gonna have to change that you can't do that all the way to the end of your career, be arrogant. You can't be that way. Because like I say, all you doing is making people hate you. People don't like you. People don't love you. They just can't stand you. And like I say, it's just not, and then you look at it, you think, oh, people jealous of me. I don't think nobody jealous of you. It's just that they just don't like you. You just not somebody they like. And like I say, they only paid money just to see you lose. They didn't pay money to see you win. You don't got no fans. You don't got nobody who rooting Floyd Mayweather. Just about every sports person, every boxer or whatever, you will see some fans with that boxer pitch on their shirt, a shirt with their pitch on it. I've never seen nobody with a picture with Floyd Mayweather shirt on. I never seen anybody with a shirt with Floyd Mayweather pitch on it. I mean, just look. I seen I don't know what that was, but anyway, Anthony Joshua and Floyd Mayweather was standing side by side each other, and people were walking up. They was shaking Anthony Joshua's hand and just skipping over Floyd. He's standing right beside Anthony Joshua, and nobody wasn't even paying him no attention. They going straight to Anthony Joshua. And here Floyd is, The only undefeated retired boxer. You know, you done made all the money. You did all these numbers. You broke all these records. And everybody just skipping right over you, Floyd. And they're going to Anthony Joshua, shaking his hand. They're going to Anthony Joshua, hugging him, taking a picture with him. And Floyd standing right beside. Ain't nobody has to take a picture with him. But like I say, Floyd, I mean, you basically, like say, you living a lonely life, man. You living a lonely life, and that's because you took your arrogance too far. And it's at some point, like say, you can be arrogant, man, but you got to change up. You got to change up in order to receive love from people. You feel me? I mean, look at Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson started off, he was arrogant. But at some point in his career, he started buckling down and stopped being arrogant and showing people that, hey, I'm human. I'm cool. You can talk to me. I'm cool. I ain't all like what I said I was. I'm not all that bad. So you got to let people know that. But Floyd, you carried your arrogance all the way to the end of your career. You know, you like I say, and it's at a point now, like I say, you see Floyd Mayweather in public. You don't see nobody asking him for a picture. You don't see nobody asking him for an autograph. All you see is him walking in the store somewhere with his bodyguard. Well, you see other celebrities walking with their bodyguard. People at regular asking them, hey, can I get a picture? Hey, can I get a picture? Hey, can I get an autograph? You know, but you don't see nobody asking Floyd that. I say, he'll do a video showing, you know, I got this car and I got this. I paid such and such million for this and I paid such and such million for that and this and that. Nobody cares. Because you are a person that have made America don't like you. And it don't help none that you rich. That make people even like you, don't like you even more. Because you know what people feel like? They feel like they paid their money to make you rich and they didn't get what they wanted out of it. They paid their money to see you get beat. And and at the end of the day, you snuck out with all their money and laughed at them. Because like I say, people will pay money and pay money and pay money to see your fight, to see you lose. At least one time. Now, Floyd, if you would have lost at least one time, things would have been different right now. People would have said, okay, well, you know, he is human. You know, but you didn't lose not one time. And you snuck it. You got away with all these people money. And I'm just telling you, this is how they feel. They feel like they paid you all their money. You got rich and like I say, you took their money. It's kind of like how you feel if you gambling and the person you gambling with, they win all your money. You know how you feel? And they leave laughing at you. They got all your money. That put a bad taste in your mouth. So like I say, Floyd, all these people that paid to see your fight, they only paid to see you lose. And since you didn't lose, it's just like you put a pie in their face. And they don't like you now. Well, you can show off all your cars, nobody cares. You can show off your mansion house, nobody cares. You can talk about your career, nobody cares. Nobody cares no more. Nobody cares no more. As you see, every time you see Floyd, he's by himself. Every time you see him, he by himself. I mean, you got all them millions of dollars and you by yourself. Normally, a person that got all that type of money, they're going to have a lot of people around them. People always, you're going to have people want to be your friend. But Floyd, you don't even got nobody want to be your friend. And like I say, you just a person that, hey, I mean, I say you just, it's just a career. Basically, you got money out of it, but what's the point in being rich if it doesn't even matter to nobody? You know, I got $50 million. I got $100 million. I'm riding down the street and nobody even look at me. You know, I can go in the store and buy anything I want, but once I buy it, no one even looks at it. You riding down the street in your Bugatti, nobody ain't even looking at you. You take any other celebrity riding down the street and they Bugatti, folks looking and taking pictures, but they don't even take no picture of you, Floyd. So like I say, man, yeah, you got money, but it don't do, you still ain't happy because, I mean, if you don't impress people, the only joy that rich people get out of being rich is that they make people want to be them. They make people wish that they had what they got. That's the only joy that rich people get out of being rich. For Floyd, you don't even get that because nobody don't even want what you got. Nobody don't even care what you got. And that's just the way it is, man. You roll the dice to get rich, but you roll the dice, so it worked. You won the dice game, but look what happened at the end of the day. Nobody don't even pay you no attention. Nobody don't even care. Nobody don't even care. I mean, it's just like it's like wherever you do and wherever you go, it's like, man, don't nobody even care. Don't nobody even care. And like I say, what the point of me going out here and buying me a Lamborghini car and nobody don't even look at me in it? I'm just driving this thing, but nobody even looking at me. And then you got Bo Dangle up here and got a Lamborghini. Everybody looking at him. But ain't nobody looking at my Lamborghini look way better than his, but ain't nobody looking at me. They looking at him. So you basically living a boring, lonely life, Lord. And like I say, you did that because you took your arrogance too far. And when it was a time to shut it down, okay, you didn't. But if you didn't lose no fight, it's like, hey, and then it's like you don't help your career when you get up there and talk about you better than Muhammad Ali. Dude, it's certain people in this world that have the world. You can't go against them. Yeah, you talking about, oh, well, Muhammad Ali lost fight. Have I ever lost a fight? No. Then I'm the greatest in the world. I'm the greatest of all time. Yeah, you say you're the greatest every time, but you picked and choose the people that you wanted to fight. You didn't just fight who they put in the ring to fight you. And like I say, these days, this generation of boxers, that greatness stuff is over with. Because like I say, you picking and choosing who you want to fight. Man, there's guys in the gym that will destroy these guys that got the belt. There's guys in the gym today that would destroy them. But they don't have nobody to put no money behind them. They don't got nobody to put the money up behind them. And like I say, once the boxing committee get a cash cow, they gonna keep making all the money they can. Oh, this thing is all about money. It ain't about who the best. It ain't about who the greatest no more. These days, this generation of boxing, it's all about money. Nobody cares about no belt. Nobody cares about who the champion. It's all about them trying to suck money out of people. That's what it's all about. If you can suck money out of people, we'll make you look like a champion. Hey, man, it's the worst thing they could have done, to let boxers choose who they want to fight. All they're going to do is duck and dodge and run from each other. All they're going to do is duck and dodge and run from each other and fight somebody they know they can beat so they can keep racking up money. So at the end of the day, I mean, like, another boxer I don't like, Terrence Crawford. I can't stand somebody fight you get in the ring every 2 years. Picking and choosing who he want to fight. I mean, he sit there and study a fighter for 2 years and then he'll jump in the ring with him. It take you 2 years to watch films of a fighter. Oh, now you got his DNA. Now you jump in the ring with him, then you beat him. But it done took you 2 years to study. Just like you did Earl Spence. You sit there and study him for 2 years. Earl wasn't studying about you. He wasn't watching no film on you. He was just ready to jump in the ring with you. But no, you sit there and you watch film on Earl Spence for 2 years. You study him every day on film for 2 years, trying to see where his mistakes at, where his weak points at, where his weak spots at. And you capitalize off of those. You go in the gym and capitalize off of them. That's how you beat the dude. Come on, man. At the end of the day, like I say, that fight you had with Earl Spence, every fighter that Earl Spence had fought, could have beat him that night. All the people that Earl Spence have beat that night right there that you beat him, Crawford, every fighter that he done beat could have fought him that night and would have beat him. Like I say, it was just yes, like I say, he was just off balance, like you said, and also, uh, he done studied your game plan. You know, he done studied your game plan. That's what it was. And like I say, a lot of boxers, uh, they go with the flow, and what the flow is, uh, when everybody been wanting to see us fight. We're gonna make this a war. I'm going in here. I'm going to make this a war. This ain't about no game plans. You see, this is what Earl Spence's mind frame was. Everybody been wanting to see this. I'm going straight at it. We going at it. We gonna slug it out. We gonna get a crowd what they want. But no, Crawford. Oh, you didn't want to do that. You want to do what you done studied on film. You step back and doing your little thing. Earl went in there. He ready to go. Let's go to war, buddy. You said you're gonna beat me. Let's do this. I don't want let's don't do no boxing skills. Let's don't do all this little stuff you done studied on film about me. No, let's just go meet in the center ring and let's throw down. That's what Earl mind frame was. And like I say, that's why come he lost, because Crawford didn't have that plan. He wanted to do something else. So Crawford didn't have that blood in him to say, you know what, I'm gonna give the people what I want, what they want to see. No, all you did is just, Earl come in wide, he come in wide. And like I say, he leaving himself open when he come in wide. But normally when he come in wide, he get close up on you, so you don't have time to catch him while he coming in. But no, you was capitalizing off of him using your quickness. Yeah, you was a lot quicker than him, but you were capitalizing off Earl, and catching him. So anyway, that's for another video. But like I say though, yeah, Floyd. Yeah, man, you just living a boring life, man. You're lonely. You don't have nobody. You don't have no friends. And like I say, I don't know if that's your choice, but I can't see you not having no friends at all, and you got all that money. Like, where you gonna get any joy at? I mean, you could at least get a joy if you show somebody $1 million. Look what I got, and they stand there with you. You'll feel good that they see what you got. But you ain't got nobody to show nothing to. So you'll do a little video, and the video, like I say, man, it looks like you lonely. No friends, nobody never around you. You don't got no fans. You don't got no fans ask you for autographs. You don't got no friend ask you for pictures. But like I say, man, it's just the point that you took your arrogance too far in your career. When it was time to shut it down, it was time to shut it down. But if you gonna get everybody money, and you walked out of there and didn't lose, I mean, you make people can't stand you because they feel like you throw the pie in their face. And that's just the truth. But anyway, I'm him signing out.